He cupped his hand over my mouth and half whispered in my ear, "It would be in your best interest to follow my demands."
Oh, God. That is some massage shit right there.
Oh, my God. I'm Vicki Barbolak.
And I'm Shawn Pulaski.
And this is
Trailer Park Diaries. Episode 10.
Eyes Wide Fucked.
Vicki, I can't even, there's so much to break down here. I couldn't wait this morning just to sit down with you. I was more excited about the diary than the cocktail today.
Well, I'm not me, but yeah, I am excited. She was about to walk in. Why would it ended? Yeah, right?
Yes. Last week we left. Zoey was about to go back to this haunted mansion. But before that, she just kind of wanted to get away from her thoughts. Her husband, Aiden, he's back out of town for some reason. Why is he gone again? He's always gone, which always leads to trouble. Yeah. Zoey starts doing things behind his back. So Zoey went to go visit her bubby because it makes her feel better. Lo and behold, she goes to the trailer park to visit her bubby. And all the ladies are there with her bubby.
Mahjong.
Right, playing Mahjong. Who else is there? Who else is there?
Mr. Finnegan.
Crazy Luke / Finnegan / Leprechaun.
Yeah.
/ Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
/ Seamus. Whatever his name is, this guy is everywhere. He's the Matrix. He has infiltrated the trailer park. And he's trying to lay low and be all cool, but she knows that she's about to get blackmailed.
He did say flat out, he sent her that text, if you don't do this, what I say, then I'm going to expose you to the ones that love you.
Right.
Full on blackmail.
Yeah.
It is on the table.
Which, by the way, she never gave her phone number to him. So this guy, who I believe he's part of the Illuminati. That's how he knows everything. Or he's the Mossad. Vicki just thinks he's an asshole.
No, there's something going on. I think he might be some rogue, maybe he was in the IRA or he's something to do with British intelligence and he's gone rogue.
Well, whatever the case
rather
may
than
be,
controlling the world, or who in the Mossad would let an Irish guy in? I don't think so.
I don't know. There's Irish Israeli.
Oh, there's Irish Israeli people. How would that happen? I would love to hear that.
Boy, I would love to meet one.
You would. If there was one, you'd dump Estevan.
Because let's just face it, Israeli men are really good looking until they speak. Then you got to listen to the turn left.
That uncle of your cousin, he's in the Mossad. What is it called?
Well,
the Mossad. Mossad is a friend of yours.
He owns Persian
Mossad
rug
is a friend
store.
of yours. Mossad. You said Hassad. What is it again? Mossad.
Mossad also owns a Persian rug store.
What is it? Mossad. Mossad.
Yes.
You have an uncle, very handsome guy. In Israel, I've met him at your aunt's house.
I have a cousin.
Yeah. He's a colonel or something.
Yeah.
Is that a secret?
God, you remember my Israeli
He's very
cousins.
good looking.
Yeah, they're all.
That guy.
You're good looking.
I join him in my dreams at least once a month. Lou becomes a colonel in the Israeli Mossad.
I will let them know that you are looking for them.
I think he knows that.
Well, Israeli people are good looking. Yeah. So the Irish, I believe that Finnegan / Luke, who asked Zoey to wear her sexiest dress, and then he also asked her to not wear any underwear. So she drives in the rain.
Put some little perfume on her puss.
Put perfume on her puss, drove in the rain to this weird haunted mansion, which I believe is the Illuminati. And that's where we left it off.
Right.
Vicki, can we get to that? But I guess, oh my God, we forgot the drink.
It's called the dick down.
Because you believe she's about to get the dick down.
I do. Maybe multiple, because I think this is a group house.
I would have made the drink the Illuminati.
Okay, well then you can make that next week. But for now, we're drinking the dick down.
The dick down.
So a little Jaeger, just a dash, everyone, just a tiny bit. You can't see it on the video, but just a cap full of.
Because it gives that licorice flavor.
It gives it that smoky licorice. Yeah. And a little bit of Grenadine for sweetness.
Oh, that's lemon juice. Yeah, lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
And then the
I
Grenadine.
said Grenadine.
Yeah.
And I poured the lemon juice because I'm what do you call it?
And there's more liquor too. Little Grenadine.
And this is a little Grenadine. This is all flavors.
That's her cherry.
Following over the Jaeger.
Uh-huh. And then, with rum and Jaeger.
Then Malibu rum because I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
And again, I always say if you can't afford Malibu rum, just Almost any rum will do.
That's a lot of rum.
Okay, that'll be mine. And then just a little bit of yours. All right. So once again, to recap the ingredients, we have the Jaeger, just a dash of Jaeger, some lime juice, another dash of Grenadine, big old splash of Malibu for me, half as much as Shawn.
And then Vicki.
And the garnish is, in honor of my dear friend Shanika, the size queen, I thought it'd be fun to hang a Magnum condom off of each glass.
The only type of condoms that there should be. This is an ad.
This is the first time I've ever seen a Magnum. They go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Are you Irish with a giant penis?
Please call Shawn Pulaski. Okay.
310-403. Stop there.
Anyway, so we just stick it in, just kind of for bragging rights. Just
bragging rights.
Throw that condom over the side. Isn't that cute?
You know what?
That's
a condom
adorable.
For protection,
Yeah,
safe sex.
exactly.
Because well,
it says so much.
This is going to be the only thing to stop that baby
and
now.
Horny. Yeah. Oh God. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
July 12th. Wait, let me taste this.
Wait, I'm just draping. I don't want the condom
down.
in the drink.
Let me
just
taste
draping
my dick down. I hope you like it.
Okay. Oh, I love the anise flavor of the Jaeger.
My straw's stuck.
Well, that's
okay.
That's the universe. Like, no more liquor, Vicki.
That's God saying it's
oh my
time
God,
to
this is
quit.
actually a really delicious drink.
You know what, you guys? I can't believe how many amazing. I don't want to brag about our cocktails, but this is very good. Everyone, write this one down.
Write this one down.
And I love the way the Magnum floats over
We are
the side.
mixologists.
Yes, we are.
We are trailer
should just have a bar at the
mixologists.
trailer park. All right, July 12th, 2005. Dear Diary, I stopped short in my last entry about writing this next part. I wasn't sure if I could face it. Maybe if I didn't write it down, then it never happened. When I got to the front portico of El Triangulo Amoroso, a man in a
Not to get confused with Omarosa from The Apprentice.
A man in a black top hat opened my car door.
Good day, mate.
Hello. Would you like to play some Monopoly?
Well, welcome to the Illuminati.
He opened my car door and pointed to the front door. When I entered the house, I was immediately taken to what looked like an extravagant library. Over the mantel of the fireplace was a life-size portrait of the old movie star that built the house in the 1920s. She was dressed like a Grecian goddess. I didn't notice at first, but she was holding an urn emblazoned with a triple triangle. This house was insane. The entire library was floor-to-ceiling shelves packed with thousands of books.
What is she, like Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, she's Belle.
Beauty and the Beast.
This is so bizarre.
Isn't it a surprise? Look at his Irish penis.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of like that guy. What was his name?
Beast?
Gaston. Luke is her Gaston.
Yeah, well, he's a way pervier Gaston.
Yeah, I think Gaston was pretty pervy. There was a gallery
He's
level.
a cartoon, Vicki.
Okay, well, I thought about him like that. There was a gallery level above with a spiral staircase. It was dimly lit, and I could make out there was a velvet love seat against a stained glass window.
You know, nothing good ends with a velvet love
Nothing.
seat.
It sounds just with two small lamps on either side. I don't know what possessed me to go up there, but I did. I looked at the paintings and the books on the shelves. It was very quiet in the library, but I could hear faint music playing in another room. I picked up a book and started thumbing through it like Belle, right?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, do you think I could take this book home, Beast?
No, you'll stay here forever, and you're gonna get dick down, dick down. Get me some buttercream from your tarts. Rawr.
When I heard a noise behind me, it startled me. I turned to find Luke standing there.
It was the candlestick. Be our guest. Be our guest. Put the Irishman to the test.
His dick is bigger than anyone we've seen. He was wearing black tie attire that was tailored to show off all of his assets. He looked so gorgeous and sexy.
Ooh, it's kind of sexy, though, that he's in a black tie.
Tuxedo, of course. Oh, stop it.
That's what Illuminati wears, Vicki.
Is that what they wear?
Well, ask Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise.
Well, I'll call them up. I'll meet him at my next Scientology meeting. I should have told him to tell him to drop dead and to leave me alone. But I did
but
nothing.
she didn't.
No, she didn't. I'm just going to see him this one last time. But I did nothing of the sort. When I started to speak, he moved in on me and turned me around to face the bookshelf. He cupped his hand over my mouth and half whispered in my ear, "It would be in your best interest to follow my demands." Oh,
God, that is some massage shit right there.
oh my God. I nodded my head again. Okay.
Yeah, because she's a robot.
What the hell is wrong with me? Why do I lose all sensibility when I'm around him? Jesus. Oh my God. He moved his hand over my mouth and lightly touched my lips. I opened my mouth slightly, and he slid his finger into my mouth.
Ooh.
I started to suck
The
softly
finger in the
on his
mouth
finger.
move. Sorry, did I interrupt?
Oh, I'm just thinking about this. Like, she actually just is writing every moment down. Like, and then I sucked his finger.
Wait, go back to that part. I missed that part.
Okay. I opened my mouth slightly, and he slid his finger into my mouth. I started to suck softly on his finger, letting it get deeper and deeper. When the finger was properly wet from my mouth, he reached under my dress.
It's steamy in here. It's steamy.
I lost my mind.
Oh, man. Is it hot in here?
Yeah, it's super hot in here. He managed to hit all the right spots. He whispered, "I see you left your panties at home like you were told. Good girl."
Oh,
good girl.
Ew,
In his
good
Irish
girl.
accent, good girl.
Good girl.
He stopped right before I was going to orgasm. Jesus, she can orgasm easy.
God.
It was so cruel.
In a weird haunted mansion.
Yeah, by a bookshelf.
With the teapot watching.
Yeah.
And the boudoir.
I had a candlestick right behind, pushing it farther in. I wanted to leave, but not as much as I wanted him inside me. He then walked over to the velvet love seat and sat down with his legs slightly spread.
Oh.
He started to slowly rub his hand over his pants. I hate it when men do that. I'm like, that's my job. That is my job. I could see the outline of his giant erection.
I like them doing a little work for me.
I don't.
But
I'm like,
there is a creepy feel.
It's just creepy. It's like, just put it away. I got this. And also it's like, I don't want to, it's like, it's time to come over here and do your job. I got this started. No, I'll
Vicki,
start it when I'm ready to start.
That's right. Well, you
Thank you.
know, you've got shit to do.
Yeah. He told me to take off my dress. I unzipped the back of my dress. So she's like, who could do that? I unzipped the back of my dress and slowly
She's
pulled.
a contortionist.
Yeah, she's a contortionist.
No woman can unzip the back of their dress,
that's the
by
only
the way.
reason we keep our men. Then slowly pulled down just one of the straps. I was going to tease him. He kept staring at me and rubbing himself.
Ooh, that's weird.
I lowered the other strap.
That's uncomfortable.
I'm serious.
Have you ever had a guy like do that, like on a first date, where like they pull out their own penis, and you're like, wait a minute, we were just making like I know where that's at.
Yeah, like when the bill's at the restaurant, like put it away.
Yeah,
it's not
like until I
time
call
for
on
that
you to
now.
do that. You're
No.
correct. You're
No,
correct.
it's disgusting.
Yeah. A very uncomfortable party trick too. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Didn't go right.
I lowered the other strap and let the dress fall to the floor.
So wait, is she like nude?
Naked in the library. Oh, come on. She's naked in this library like she's never been there before. I stood there.
Naked guest.
She is making me feel so good about myself. I stood there nude. Although, I wish I was like that. I really do wish I could just go to a house, get horny, and take my clothes off. I really
Vicki,
wish I could.
If I had two guns,
I probably could.
and my family in a firing squad line, I'd be like,
No.
kill him. I would never do that.
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't.
She's a free spirit, though.
Yeah.
Or at least she's become one.
Right. I stood there nude except for my black push-up bra and Manolo Blahnik. You must know
Manolo
what those.
Blahniks.
Manolo Blahniks.
Thank you.
Fancy. How much do they cost?
Well,
Currently.
Probably about 14.
$100.
Not 14 cents, Vicki, yes.
$1,400 for a pair
not
of shoes.
14 cents, not
thank you.
$14.
High heels that Aiden gave me for my birthday. I turned around slowly so he could get a full view from behind. She's talking about the $1,400 shoes her husband gave her, and she's like talking about that while she's bending over for another guy.
She giving a show.
I started to let my hand wander down below, and then he suddenly grabbed my arm and put it behind my back. I told you,
This is where
you
he
don't get
murders
off
her.
until I let you. You got it? I don't want to have to punish you.
With
I
what?
told you,
Okay.
I told you this house was one of
Luke
those
is
houses.
he is like a Me Too movement waiting to happen. Like the way he kind of, like I get the S&M thing, but he's a little, I mean, he could really. It's not just like they just met and they're lovers, and it's not like she's not married. Like,
But don't you think she's very consensual at this point? Shouldn't she just leave? She
She's not
knows what's
going to.
going on.
He's
not
sadistic.
Well, he is blackmailing her, but still.
She's sadistic. I mean, would you ever go into a house like this and just?
No, with the guy who showed up at my grandma's mahjong game. This is all just so bizarre.
No, I would be roadrunner once again.
Yeah.
I would be like, me, got to go.
No, God, no. Let's just find out what this little filthy bitch is doing now.
She's so filthy.
He took my hand and arm and roughly pulled me down the spiral staircase behind him. I noticed the painting of the actress. She was looking directly at us. Were her eyes following us?
And the rest of the cast of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah. She's Mrs. What's her name? Potts. Was that one of those optical illusions, or was my mind playing tricks on me? It was like she watched the whole thing. Her eyes pursued us across the room as Luke pulled me to the double doors leading back to the entry hall.
Now it is totally Scooby-Doo.
It
Where
is.
the eyes follow you.
Yeah.
Zoinks!
When we went through, I was suddenly aware I was only wearing a bra and high heels. Now she notices that. The music,
at least she's got her hoo-ha to the wind.
Yep. Still wearing a black bra. And
But why wear the bra? I mean, like, if you're
shoes.
just going to walk around with your puss to the air in a library where anybody could walk in. You don't even know where you are. You don't even know this guy's last name. You don't even know this guy's first name.
You don't even know who's in that next room you're walking into.
That /Luke/Finnegan /O'Brien.
Maybe the $1,400 shoes were giving her bravery. The music was now getting louder as we stood in front of another set of double doors.
Beauty and the Beast.
I asked what was going on behind the doors.
Get out!
He whispered, "No more questions. Just do as I tell you." He then pulled out a silk red scarf and blindfolded me. Oh, no.
It's kind of sexy.
Yeah, this is all very sexy.
I mean, it is sexy.
I've never been blindfolded before. Not knowing what was happening was frustrated. But at
Have
this
you been
point-
blindfolded,
No,
Vicki?
but I was just thinking to myself on the way home, I'd like Lou to put like a bag on my head or something.
Lou,
like
did
that.
you hear that?
I think it'd be fun, honey. Wake up.
What?
I'm not waking up, I'm just doing things.
Okay, he's doing things online. That's my favorite husband so far. Honey, you're very. That's okay. We got it. We got it. Thank you. That's fine. But at this point, if he's not listening to this, I'm not getting blindfolded.
You're not going to get blindfolded, Vicki.
No, there's not. No, it's over.
Even if you have your puss to the wind
No,
and just a bra.
Nothing.
It's nothing.
Never. Not knowing what was happening was frustrating, but at this point, I was in too deep. I heard him open the door, and he led me into the room. I could smell some type of candles burning, almost like a lavender. It permeated the room. I got the feeling we were not alone. It was a very freakish feeling.
Wait.
I couldn't handle it and ripped off the blindfold to see a ballroom filled with beautiful people in various states of undress.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It was an orgy.
You're right, Vicki.
Of course.
You've been to
course,
this house.
because no, I've been to that house, but different. No, I've been to a similar house, but different party. It wasn't an orgy.
Here's the difference.
kid.
She said beautiful people.
Yeah, they're gorgeous people.
Never are there gorgeous people at an orgy.
My dad went to an orgy once. He said there was gorgeous people.
Vicki.
Did I ever tell you that story?
It is the
Did I tell it
golden
to you?
rule.
Did I tell you
No.
the story?
I don't want to know
So,
about your
yeah,
dad.
I don't either.
Who had
I don't want to. I'll
diabetes
just
and,
tell you a
like,
little bit. What I know. When he was at Purdue, he came out here to play like SC or UCLA. Did I tell you this
tell you
story?
this.
Oh, he could love to tell it. I wouldn't. He would. So he missed the team bus back home. And he lost his letter that year. His senior year that year, lost his letter. Well, you know why I lost my letter? Why, Dad? Because I went to an orgy in Malibu.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't want to know, Dad. Stars you know. Stars you know. I'm like, I'm never wanting to know, Dad.
What?
I don't want to think about Angela Lansbury taking my dad, or Dad taking come
Come over here. You want to help him
Rock
with
Hudson
the teapot?
roughly from behind. I don't want to know that, Dad. It's stars you know. I never heard the story, but I know he said there was a lot of beautiful people at the orgy. So
Well,
I'm
good.
sure.
I'm never going to sleep again.
Okay.
Your dad attended an orgy and then
In Malibu.
shared it like on a camping
I missed
trip
the team
with the
bus
family.
back home.
Oh my gosh.
I lost my letter. Okay, sorry.
But on the most part, people who are at an orgy are usually extremely
how
not.
would you know?
Because everyone talks about it. I've listened to a lot of things.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, they're
like
not good
I'm the
looking.
only one that
That's
went
why
to
they're
the
swinging
topless
with
beach
everybody.
in Vegas last week. All right, the room was lit by candlelight from candelabras and the chandeliers.
Vicki, have you ever been nude in public somewhere?
I did do the topless beach, but that was it.
Black's Beach.
I did Black's Beach. We wore clothes. We sold beer. Yeah.
So you've been topless at a beach.
I was recently topless in Vegas at Mandalay Bay Toptional Beach. I did it.
Oof.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, no way.
They actually wanted men get in free, and they wanted to charge me.
Of course men get in
They
free.
wanted to charge me like a surcharge. I'm like, no, sir. I'm not a
Ew,
sir.
That's so creepy. No, sir.
It was fun. I've never done anything like this before. Everywhere, I had a really good time, actually. It was like the time of my life till this guy came out to me and said I'd have to put my top back on. I'm not kidding you. And I was like so happy. I go, are you security? He goes, no, I don't even work here. I just had lunch. It was awful. Everywhere I looked.
Rude.
So rude. Everywhere I looked, there were different groups of some of the best looking people I had ever seen engaged in some sort of sexual exchange. He walked me around the room where we could just stop and watch people going at it. There were a couple of sexy, tall, blonde twins in high leather boots and bustiers going down on a gorgeous man that resembled an even hotter Enrique Iglesias.
Okay, give me a break. There is no one
You don't believe
that
this?
looks like Enrique Iglesias at this orgy party.
Yet we're sitting here drinking cocktails with condoms coming out the side.
Great.
Anything is possible.
I just know that he's my number one.
Enrique
that's my
Iglesias,
hall
yeah.
pass with
Yeah.
Esteban
Yeah.
is Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep switching a Spaniard out for another one.
I hope it works out one day. One of the women stood up and approached Luke. She put her hand on his ass and leaned in to kiss him. Before I could stop myself, I moved her hand and pulled Luke away.
Ooh.
This man is not my property, but he's not hers either.
Ooh, now she's getting territorial with a guy who's probably going to murder her.
I don't think you can get territorial in a room like that. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care if there were other people watching. I led him over to a chaise lounge in the center of the room.
Were they carrying Mariah
Chaise
Carey on
lounge,
that?
Yes. I pulled him close and kissed him passionately. He said I was being naughty and that he was going to discipline me. I responded with mischievous eyes. She said she had mischievous eyes. I'm going to throw up. Oh, yeah. To complete this game, I sat down, reached over, and tugged on his belt, pulling his erect, girthy cock.
Oh,
I unbuckled
hello?
his belt and slowly rubbed my hand over it.
Oh,
I hope my daughters
this
aren't
feels
listening
like
to
a
this.
Magnum commercial.
I could tell it was begging to be freed. I unzipped his pants and pulled them and his underwear down at the same time. I put him in my mouth and did everything I could to make him crazy.
You mean count to 100?
Yeah, I did.
Think about your grocery list.
Yeah, I would never make 100. I didn't care that two other women were unbuttoning his shirt and caressing his chiseled, smooth chest.
That's all they were doing?
I knew he was getting close because his legs were shaking. Just when I thought he was going to explode, I stopped. I pulled myself up and told him that I was in charge now.
Oh.
He was having none
I'm
of
the
that.
captain now.
Wish we had our captain.
She's a
Anna.
victim. She's going to be the victim.
He was having none of that. He grabbed my wrist and sat me back down. He dropped down and spread my legs. I felt his face lightly licking and kissing my inner thigh.
In front of all these people.
She's ruining her Chanel number 5. He stood back and walked away. He was only wearing his tuxedo shirt at this
How
point.
come he's not fully nude? Isn't that weird? A man with his shirt and no pants on and his dick's just
Probably
hanging
thought
out?
It was sexy, and I could see just a hint of his perfectly shaped ass. When he returned,
So he looked like Tom Cruise from Risky Business?
Yeah.
See, he is the Illuminati. I knew it.
He had lit He had lit a candle in his hand. Uh-oh. When I tried to protest, but before I knew it, he had his hand on my neck, holding me against the back of the chair. He then dripped drops of candle wax on one side of my nipples.
Whoa.
He dripped drops of candle wax on one of my nipples. I just said that.
He pulled out the nipple wax card.
Has anybody ever done that to you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Get out.
Come on.
No.
It's like a Tuesday.
Jeez. Nobody does that with me.
Why?
I don't know.
Because he's high. He's doing work on the internet.
I would appreciate that. It burned really bad, but there was something about it that set me off the edge. He played his usual game of making me beg for it. I didn't care. I begged for it as I've never begged for anything before in my life.
Yeah, this is pretty sexy.
Oh my God, we must have been quite a sight. I'm not sure how long this went on, but we attracted an audience. I never thought about being an exhibition.
Mommy, What's she doing? Well, little Timmy.
Chip.
Is it Tip, Timmy?
It's Chip.
Chip. He's inserting his giant girthy cock into her anal area, Chip. But Mummy, I've never seen this before. Oh, Chip, you'll learn.
Always bring a candle, Chippy. Apparently, it's fun.
Lemaire was like, not me. I'll be next.
I never thought being an exhibitionist would be such a turn on. He was on top of me with my legs pointed toward the ceiling. It was so intense. The harder we went at it, the more I dug my nails into his back. The buildup turned animalistic. I think I even lost consciousness for a minute.
Woo!
Whoa, we both climaxed at the same time. I could feel him pulsating inside
With all that
me.
pressure on them.
I can't even say this. He tried to pull out, but I wrapped my legs around him and wouldn't let him. He stayed on top of me, kissing my neck and telling me how I was the sexiest woman he'd ever had. This went on all night. When I noticed the sun was coming up, I knew I had to leave. I went back to the library to grab my dress, and Luke was right behind me. I slipped it back on, and when I turned around, he was gone. He just disappeared, much like the way he appeared earlier. He didn't leave me a chance to tell him it was over.
Oh, now she's going to drop the bomb after she's just been like
All
screwed in
night.
front of a ton of
With an
people.
audience. I went back to the ballroom, and there was nobody there either. I went out to the front door, and my car was already pulled up. When the man driving got out, I hesitated for a moment. I needed some answers before I left. I needed to know who Luke actually was. I needed to know whose house this was, and who those people were, and why they disappeared all of a sudden. The man calmly replied, "I'm not at liberty to say, Mrs. Channing," and walked back into the house. The huge wooden door slammed shut with a loud thud. I noticed one of the surveillance cameras move.
Yeah.
That's it.
What do you mean
I don't
that's
think I
it?
can take any more. I need a cigarette, and I don't smoke.
How is that it? And she's just trying to ask
think that's
questions.
quite enough.
Wait, she's trying to ask questions now? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Not for 1 minute has
By the
she
way-
asked any questions.
By the way, who is Luke? And
And
who are
there's
those people
cameras,
watching
Vicki.
us have sex?
The cameras caught her on
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Excuse
What
me,
an idiot.
what's your last name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cut to her
Holy
getting
crap.
pounded by like 12 people in a room.
Looking up to an audience. Oh, my God.
I think we should go. We should go to that mansion.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like the movie Wedding Crashers. We'll be orgy crashers. Could you imagine you and I going through, passing out snacks?
I do think I know exactly which castle this is. It's on this hill in Del Mar. I went to a party in this other one when I was young, like I told you. We went to the bathroom and they turned the van lights on outside in the parking lot. But this other castle sounds more like this castle. It truly is gray and everything. I think we should do it next time. Yeah, we have some time. We go south.
Right.
And just go up there and see if we can see the gate and everything.
Okay.
All right.
Well, maybe we can bring them some Dick Down.
Let's predict downs. Well,
The
we'll
Dick
find
Down drinks.
Yeah, we'll find out next week a little bit more on
Trailer Park Diaries.
Oh my God.
I gotta go find Esteban right now.
I'm gonna go show Lou what a blindfold looks like. What? I wasn't even listening.